If you're tuning in right now, I assume you survived both Saturn and Mercury stationing retrograde last week. If you count Pluto and Neptune, which I do sometimes, it's like vowels for me, and sometimes Y, and sometimes the generational planets, then right now we have 4 planets engaging in retrograde motion. Since I'm a traditional astrologer, I put most of my focus on the 7 traditional planets, but it's still good to know that those guys are retrograde as well. My patrons received the retrograde guide issues of my zine last week for both Saturn and Mercury. In those magazine issues, I give a rundown of the retrograde and advice for each rising sign on how to navigate it. Typically, my zine is for patrons, but for the retrograde guides, I do have single issues for sale in my shop on my website or on Patreon. So if you aren't the subscribing type, but you still want to check out what all this retrograde energy holds for you, go buy the standalone issue. I promise it's cool and insightful. With all the retrograde energy popping off from last week, what could possibly be in store this week? Let's dive into today's forecast and find out. I hope all my people with prominent Leo placements have their best fit ready because Leo season graces us with its presence early this week. This means the sun will be ingressing into its place of domicile dignity, which domicile dignity is just a fancy way of saying that the sun really loves being in Leo and it can shine bright and be as bold and daring as it wants to be. It's not held back in any way. The sun's agenda and the attitude of Leo basically align really well, which is why it has domicile dignity there. The sun represents our consciousness. So when the sun ingresses into a different sign, our consciousness shifts into a different area of our lives. The realm of your life that will be getting a boost and likely be demanding a little more attention or a lot more attention will be the one that rules Leo for you. Not only is the sun ingressing into Leo this week, but a few days later, there's a new moon in Leo as well. All the details for the Leo new moon will be in my lunar horoscope issue of my zine, but just know that while the sun is illuminating the realm of Leo, the moon is saying it's time to plant something new or start something new or begin again in that realm as well. It's like the moon is bringing the seeds, the sun is bringing the light, and we need to figure out the water and soil parts of that equation for ourselves. There's so much energy surrounding the realm of Leo this week that we have to be careful that we don't go too hard too fast. We can't let our excitement get the best of us. We can't let the intensity, the drama of it all get the best of us. We can't get swept up in whatever dramatics are happening within the realm of Leo. Otherwise, those new moon seeds, those intentions we plant, they might get burned up and dried out and not sprout at all. Mercury is retrograding Leo. So again, just take it slow and steady. Be excited. Be passionate. Be a little daring. That's all Leo stuff. But again, don't let it sweep you away from reality and putting those new moon seeds to good use. Most of the influential aspects happening this week are with the sun, which I find a little comical because it really does feel like the sun in Leo is saying, look at me, pay attention to me, work with me, focus on me. And who are we to deny such a bold and loud request? As soon as the sun ingresses into Leo, it's going to make aspects with all those sometimes Y planets, Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, and of course, also Saturn. Saturn isn't a sometimes Y planet for me. It's a traditional planet, but it's going to be there nonetheless because Neptune and Saturn have been traveling close together forever now, and they still are. So whatever Neptune is doing, Saturn is also doing. Our consciousness getting bombarded with these generational planets and Saturn, it's going to feel a little heavy at first. It's going to be a little shock at first. There's power, responsibility, upheavals, an illusion. That's all going to come rushing at our core sense of self. Most of these aspects with the sun are harmonic in nature, luckily, but they're still going to push us to think about our individuality, our authenticity, as well as our place in society at large and how we're embodying who we are. Of course, all this intensity happening will be around the time of the new moon, which that mixed with Mercury's retrograde is why I'm saying that we need to be really intentional and also aligned with what we're attempting to bring to life right now. Don't put energy towards something that isn't authentically you, or things that take away from your individuality or your self-expression. It's not about ego or being different or standing out or being a pick-me. It's not about that. It's about being the best version of yourself so you can show up authentically within the realm of Leo and also be proud of the actions you're taking, the words you're speaking, or the energy that you're emitting within that realm of your life. The lens of consciousness is going to shift towards ourselves this week because Leo is the sign of self. So we're shifting it towards us, and we need to be thinking about how we can be better, do better, both for personal gain and for the world at large. We're going to be going up against our own illusions or false narratives that we have about ourselves. Anything that threatens to keep us in a rut or behaving in inauthentic ways, that should be questioned this week. We should really begin analyzing that and looking at it. I know it's not new and sexy and fun like you would expect Leo to be, but there is a level with all these aspects. There's a level of us having to be like, whoa, what is my place in the world, man? It's kind of like in the Barbie movie when Barbie's like, do you ever think about dying? It's giving that a little bit. We're turning inward and being like, what is my time here for? What do I need to be doing, and why am I not embodying my authentic self? The new moon is really going to be instrumental in helping us shift our perspective and our personal narrative. So I hope that you're able to take advantage of it for yourself and really take some meditative time or just quality time with yourself to sit and think about that new moon and what you want to plant and what you want to grow within the realm of Leo. If you're wanting to know where all this Leo energy is hitting for you personally and how to harness it, sign up for patron content so you can get my weekly horoscopes and all the other issues of my zine. It's going to be a good week. I really do believe that the energy of the outer planets has slowed down drastically, so we need to do the same to avoid missteps and mistakes. There's so much going on with air and fire energy right now that we really need to be mindful of what we allow to catch fire. Aries is on fire, Leo is on fire, Sagittarius is just chilling. Not much going on there right now. But both of the retrogrades are happening in fire signs at the moment, so we need to slow down. We need to slow down our creativity, our passions, our enthusiasm. We don't want to put the fire out. We just want to make sure the things that are catching fire are what we actually want them to be. We want to direct our passion and our intensity towards something that is authentically us. And this new moon this week is going to be a big help in doing that. So again, take some time, self-care, whatever it is you need to do. It's hard to speak on it because I don't know your chart and what you're doing and where this is at for you. But in general, just take some time to really connect with yourself and listen to your heart. Leo rules the heart. So this is a week of listening to your heart and getting in there and saying, what is it that I want? Who am I authentically? And how have I not been embodying those things? And how can I do better? We want a controlled burn, not a wildfire. Thank you for tuning into this week's forecast. If you want a more detailed look at what this week's astro weather holds for you personally, go to my website, moonmattersastrology.com, and sign up to receive my zine. You can also find me on Patreon by searching for Moon Matters. The best way to keep up to date with my work or to book a reading with me is to sign up for my mailing list on my website. I'll meet you back here next week, but until next time, later days.